Hello and welcome, viewers. So this is a little bit of a special treat. I've been talking about doing Age of Wonders video for a while, where this is a multiplayer one. So I'm here with Joe, and welcome. We'll just kind of be playing, and I be mostly talking to him. So just thought you guys might be more interested in something multiplayer than single for once. Uh, Oh, I got a ton of messages here. Outpost has opened their borders and made peace. Oh, that's a dwarf. One. Oh, did you clear the quest for that outpost, that dwarven one? Is it still around? There should be something marked with like a giant glowing torch. I had loaded up the save just to see what I was doing. I couldn't find them. I think maybe they got like killed. Normally, if you take a quest, there'll be like a glowing thing over the quest enemies, uh, and, and if you click on the village or whatever, it'll tell you you can ask more information about it. So. Galbrand. Yeah, Galbrand. Uh, oh, yeah, okay, I see. I was looking at the wrong village, wasn't I? Okay. Yes, that's what it was. I was looking at Fugold. I'm like, there's no enemies near there. That's because it was Galbrand. It was in their mine. Um, which is an even smaller outpost. Looks like it was, Last Stand researched. That's a powerful defensive spell. You accepted the custodian. I mean, the proposal. Sorry, my brain's weird. Mana for gold. I've been trickling you the mana a little bit so you don't overflow your cap. But I believe if I get over 1,000 gold stored up, it raises my empire morale. So it may be worth consolidating the reserves and then sending it back to the other player when they need it. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I get an unhappiness thing when I drop back below 1,000. I've never done that. Could be a. I mean, that may actually be worth it to have a happiness early and an unhappiness later. It's kind of like lending to myself or something. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know. You meet the hostile dwelling. Yeah, that's the Nagas, who I'm at war with automatically as well. Friendly outpost. Village priest. The Frostlings are willing to be my vassal, but yeah. Oh, Joe, I was surprised you annexed that high elf outpost already. I thought you were just gonna vassalize them. Falsorio? Oh, owner independence. Okay, it shows up in your color, and it was confused. I was like, you annexed them? Yeah, okay. It on the map, it looks like it belongs. It is part of your empire, I guess, as a vassal. So it was okay because it was gonna be like if they're a vassal, they still give quests, and you don't have to worry about like defending it because they have these 3 units for free that will defend it. No, I believe those just disappear. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure those units just disappear. They're just a couple initiates and a swordsman, anyways. But outposts are generally more profitable as a vassal, though they won't grow. So you'll never the outposts never become a village if they're under independence. So you do eventually, but it's a big investment to build them up. So this game is much more about exploration and conquest than it's not a 4x civ builder. Let's see. That's your units. having trouble figuring out which ones are mine and which are yours. That's why. That's yours. There we go. Oh, I'm that blackish color. Okay. I completely miscalculated stuff with building units because I could have. My village is about to grow to a town, so I probably should have held off a turn on the Tigran Sun Guards, and then they would have produced in one turn instead of two. Messed that up. Of course, that's only if. I don't know if you can. Probably can't see what I'm looking at research. I could do this. There's this raised militia thing. It only costs 100 population. It gives me an irregular unit at the own city. At an own city. So I could raise a bunch of regulars. It cost me some population, which might not sound great, but if it lets me settle cities earlier, I believe it'd be worth it. Let's see. The base growth of a city is 250. Yeah. Yep. Where is my leader? Somewhere way over here. Or she. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rush a settler. After which, let's see. Guess I'll build an arena. Because my sun guards are really the bread and butter of my army. Alright. Taking a small risk here. But my leader's already in the way back to my capital, so I'm gonna have delayed producing more units just a little bit to produce a settler. Part of the reason for that is if you remember, my cheetahs got wiped, my regulars on like that first turn. So if I don't produce some more, if I don't get another outpost up to get my production up quickly, like I'm gonna really lag behind in unit production. I don't really have much use for it except for well, also I should note, you probably wouldn't be aware of this because this is a unique and I think a very nice feature of this game. You can build builders and they can build forts, right? Forts don't cost any population, just a bit of money, but they can collect like map resources like gold mines and stuff and get income from them. And they have a little bit of a cultural radius which locks in an area so you can upgrade them to cities later so that like your capital expanding won't crowd out a good city site. Like if I built a yeah. like after I get a few more units built, I could build a tiger and builder and build some forts here along the river. I might not want to do that because that would crowd the growth of my capital, but yeah, maybe a little southeast of my capital. It's a fortress on the water. It's used mainly for giving yourself like visibility over the ocean, and you can anywhere that's like any fortress or city, you can like summon units of spells. So for you as a druid, if you put a water fortress in the ocean, you can like summon animals there, some of which are aquatic. I think it's the same selection as a land fort, but some of your animals as a druid are like reed serpents and stuff can swim. If they so yeah, and to build one in the first place you need seafaring, so the other ones will just be on a boat. Um, you should def. Bu- 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 you gotta defend your capital, especially because most units are far away. Your good ones, like my leader, is close to my capital, but yours is far away. So I would get those longbowmen, and then probably a builder after the longbowmen, because you can build up forts and you can build watchtowers near the forts. Watchtowers will only be active if you have a unit stationed on them or they're within your borders. So unless you want to permanently station a unit, like build a fort and then a watchtower near it, and you'll have like you can see far away where the brigands are coming or whatnot. Although I think they can hide in some terrain. Anyhow, I got this cheetah in the underground forest here. You were sorry, I had that sneeze coming for a little bit. You were exploring, and where was Galbrand? That's right. Yeah. So yeah, you got your 2 leaders and wait 3. Oh, and the tiger. Um, 36 movement. 36. Oh yeah, that tiger is just as fast as a. So yeah, you might poke out to the northwest a little with your hero. Who's this guy? Shane the Pathfinder. Or I could poke around there a little, I guess, but I wanted to scout out a little around the into this forest, just get visibility, see if where the dirt ends and dirt cavern walls, see how far they might go. But if you poke out to the northwest while you have your other leaders, and then once everyone is like in the region of Fogold, we can all head over there and try and take that mine out. All right. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of dirt here. I guess it's kind of good that I scouted it. The reason these dirt cavern walls, they can be dug out and be used to make room for more cities, among other things. So, um, right. Probably want to. All right, yeah, I got the cheetah back on the road now, so that I guess he'll. I don't know what else I can do with him. I don't want him to stray too far because I don't want you to be waiting for him. We got one on the surface. This is going far afield and probably get murdered, but maybe not. Oh, a refugee camp. That Anglemore, that's my capital? Yeah. Okay, it's now a bit bigger. Lovely. Yeah, I found a refugee camp and it's now almost a town again. Cool. I can cancel this. I don't have any progress. I'm gonna do raise militia then, I think. Um, yeah, so that I can just taking raise militia so I can get a few couple settlers and builders and focus on that stuff instead of units a little more. It's a warlord unique ability, so you can't get that. It's just something as a druid. Although druids have a lot of really cool stuff, so you're not missing anything crazy. I get well, they're like neutral, independent, so I'm not sure if I'm considered at war with them. I did find it, by the way, a castle of the Lich King. um, where's the Magma Forge? Oh, yes. I don't know if I was at war with them, I would get an unhappiness penalty in the city for having enemy units in my domain. I don't know if that applies or not to those. I'm usually very aggressive at clearing out the sites, so found it literally Castle of the Lich King. It's called. It's production, mana, knowledge, and undead population. If you're a necromancer. Has a library of the dark arts. She's exploring as I can, as far as I can go, and it's a big map. So, all right. Fun. So my capital is definitely not happy with me. Oh yeah. Before I end this turn here. Oh yeah. Diplomacy. I'm gonna offer you some more mana for gold. How much gold do you have right now? 700. Okay. How much mana do you have right now? What's your capacity? Okay, I'll give you like 80 mana. This is a very lopsided deal, but I can give you more mana later and give you the gold back later. I don't want you to overflow your mana cap. Sorry, you were asking what? I'm gonna end the turn. If it's in the domain of the fortress, then the fort can't produce stuff. But you can upgrade it to an outpost. Sorry, I wasn't clear about that. You can settle cities on forts, which is why I'm saying if you lock in, like, that allows you to cram in cities in areas where otherwise other cities would would grow to take all that terrain. The cities are. Yes. So it's not really useful for mana forges, but is for gold mines, and it's not useful for farms or mana forges, but until they you upgrade it to an outpost. But it's definitely useful for gold mines and mana nodes. Animistic knowledge? What does that do? Oh. I don't know. It might be all of these things. Probably. I've never learned all the definitions. What are some what else can you pick from? Do you have an access to another level of druidry yet? How much would that cost? Oh yeah, definitely grab that. So you can summon wild animals faster and cast more spells in combat. But yeah, you keep getting people offering to join you. Well, he, yeah, he's got nature's resistance, which is pretty good. Cure disease, which is not bad at fighting goblins, which they're around, and befriend animal. Uh, this can weaken enemy mounted units, and it can also allow you to charm wild animals. Which, if you charm a wild animal and win the fight, they join your empire. Like that animal is yours now. Mind you, that yeah, for early game you might like fire him later, but I would definitely take him for now. Um, in terms of animals, though, do note that's like boars and stuff. Like monsters are a different thing entirely. So it's not like, yeah, natural animals. But there should be a few of those around the map, here and there. Oh yeah, the elephant. That would definitely be a. Yep, you can. Uh, yeah. Yeah, you're not yet ready to take on the Earth Elemental. It'll mess your stacks up. Um, I don't think it has any particular protection against missiles, but it. Petra loved rocks. While other kids played with friends, she gathered Earth friends. Unbreakable, solid, supportive, not like her heartless father. One night he thought to fix his girl's peculiarities. As her father's cudgel struck, Petra's fence rose, forming a man of stone. Petra entered the Druid's enclave an orphan. She taught us all to trust the earth. Interesting. I was reading the flavor text. If you notice, that's below the portrait, like scrolls. Yeah, yeah, but it throws stones, which are pretty in melee, and it's got a lot of health and defense. I mean, you could do it. You just need numbers. Like with a couple, yeah, with a couple like if with like 8 longbowmen or something, you shouldn't have too much trouble. You can bring multiple stacks into one of those fights. Yeah, so it might be a little bit before you. I mean, you could do it with less, but you risk like one of them getting severely injured or killed if it's less. If you want. No, I might stack them up with the longbowmen and initiates your training to defend your capital, and actually like get working on a builder. Or no, actually, you could clear those. You could probably clear those gold mines to the east if you trained a couple more units and left some behind, and then you could build a builder and build a fort, and just grab all those gold mines to the east. Um, yeah. I mean, you probably don't need to worry about swordsmen just yet. You're defending against brigands, and brigands are like they have crossbows and they're they're not super dangerous. They like, and because they have ranged weapons, they will often keep their distance anyhow. Plus, you have like a leader. Uh, no, but they gain experience with fighting until they turn into Storm Sisters. But yeah. Regulars you can just do anytime. There is a protection building for the support class to upgrade into, which is a tier 2. Once they get enough experience from battle. But you're a druid, so you summon animals to be your melee fighters and use longbowmen as your like ranged. You don't need to worry about training swordsmen nearly as much as other classes. Oh yeah, but you should be swimming in. The only reason I'm not sending you more mana is because I'm worried you'll hit your mana cap. Well, I'll send you more. Don't worry about it. I'm at plus 29 mana a turn right now. What? You declared war on the dwarves. Not quite as... Yeah, that sucks because you get a broke peace treaty thing with them. And you probably paid gold to befriend them in the first place. Oh, well, in that case, then... Not really. You got 25 for befriending him and 25 for breaking the treaty. And 50 for declaring war, but just conquer him. Like, you were gonna... Yeah, but you were gonna get... If you're gonna declare war on him at some point anyways, you're gonna get that minus 50. There's, don't worry. It's easy enough to get more good. But... It's a yeah. It's a little outpost, and yeah, you can conquer them easily. As I was trying to say, like I count 3 units, and they're not even axemen. They're not even like next to each other. Definitely, if you pick them off, one enemy off one by one, or what I might do is, because I'm not sure if that leader where he's standing would end up having to face both axemen. I might move him. Oh, you have that. Yeah, move the tiger one more northeast so it can help and just attack with the leader. No, just attack. The tiger will... You're just going to rush that, and then that unit. It might fight both axemen at once, but with the tiger's help, that's no big deal. Yeah. So then just the one. And then next, if they decide to gather forces and attack your leader, the tiger will reinforce you there. So it might take you, this turn and then next turn if you want to be safe, but actually, if you conquer the city, I think the other one disappears. So maybe you should just attack the city after this. Yeah. Sure, you'll lose on the chance to win one more fight, but you'll get the city a turn sooner. I don't know. You could do either. Depends if you want the experience or if you want the city a turn earlier. The only way that would be a loss is if you pay him gold to befriend him. I think I might have paid him gold to befriend him, but I'm not even sure. It's fine. Oh, and you don't have to... I'm going to say you don't have to keep control of the city permanently. You could build it up a little, let it reach village level, and then release it as a vassal, which will give you some good alignment, and then they can defend themselves, so you don't have to worry about stationing units, which probably would cost more than you get from them. and that will somewhat alleviate the like negative, and then you can re-annex them peacefully to get more good points later. So, yep, they're dwarves. That's what they they have 14 defense and armored, so it's effectively 16 and against non-flanking 18. I mean, you've got a guy with range. You got speed on him, so I would just stay out of melee and just keep hitting him with your bow. I think they're gonna close to melee though next turn. Yeah, I would have them go. If you click on the dwarves, they'll show their movement radius, like where they can reach. I would have a. You don't want it anywhere they can. Where, like, how far can they move? Probably 4 tiles they can move in a turn, I'm guessing, or 5. Yeah, so you might put the tiger like 2 to the left of the leader. I think that would be out of range of that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that would still be in range because they can move 4 and attack the adjacent tile. 3 to the left of them. That should get them out of range. Like just right at the edge of that gray and brown. I wish there was a way to like put a marker on the map. Well, so if the dwarves can move 4 tiles, if they moved even 1 tile closer, the dwarves could attack them because they can move 4 and then attack into the 5th. Like to the bottom right? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, they can move right 1. Yeah. Yeah, and then they'll close and attack the leader most likely. Although when they do that, yep, they did offensive strike. He will retaliate. This is where you can mess around with like making them waste their retaliations and stuff. Let's see. They do 11. Yeah, you could. Yes. Well, no, this isn't your main leader, right? This is Shane. Oh, is that his spell? If he does it, he won't. It'll use it as actions. Like he won't be able to fight or move this turn. You're. Yeah, I was gonna say what you might want to do is have him move, even though he'll suffer an opportunity attack, and then do the rush strike. Then the dwarves will only have like fewer reactions. Yeah, because then they only have 1 action left, and the tiger can close on them, and actually flank. I would just have him move. Well, you actually. I would have him move as far as he can to put some distance between him and the dwarves because he'll be the easier target after the reaction. Or maybe not as far. I would have him. Yeah, I would have him move like 3 tiles away. Actually, maybe. At least. Yeah. Let's see. He's got. Yeah, probably 1 more. And then you can have the tiger like rush and attack the axeman to eat up their. Oh yeah, yeah, yes you do. Yeah, that damage. I think that's only against machine units, but it does lower their. But it did lower their defense by 2. So, yeah, now the tiger can move in and it should do 6 more damage thanks to the rush strike. Yeah. So he can move right in and attack. Yeah, but they should be out of attacks now. Hold on. Wait, he's got charge, right? Yeah, if he's moved 3 or more hexes. Now, he should be able to charge in and finish him off in melee. The leader. Oh, he can finish him. How much damage would he do in charge? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, just finish him. Yeah. I was thinking you could finish him in a charge, but yeah, just shoot him. Only if they survive the initial attack, or if they have first strike. Which I do not believe that they don't have first strike, but might as well shoot him if, you know. Yep. Dead's dead after all, as I like to say. Enemies can't retaliate if they're already dead. Yeah, presuming they can't just train more units, it wouldn't hurt. Yeah. You can advance east, and you're gonna have to face both of them, but you'll get with a tiger instead of and you will heal. So yeah. Do you have any ability to summon wild animals this turn, or is it still working on it? Yeah, so next turn you can summon a wild animal on the leader. Like probably another tiger. And that'll make it easier. Also, your leaders always gain 1 experience per turn. So, like just automatically. So that, like, Druid, yet he'll have only 6 experience to gain a level next fight. He's got 7 right now. So he'll probably level up during the fight. Though I don't think you can upgrade the leaders until after. Anyways. Oh yeah, your other leader will be able to help him. So, yeah. Yeah, for now. To make in case the brigands show up. I mean, you could, like, patrol them around. Which direction was the brigand camp? The southwest. I guess you could have them, like... But I forget where the brigands can hide. Yeah, I forget, though, what the visibility rules is on brigands. So if he patrols around, he could get jumped by him. So yeah, I would just leave him in the city, so you don't have to worry about him for now. In case any other threats come from a different direction. I also pull that initiate back that's in the north after you finish exploring to the end of that valley. If you already did that. Yeah, it looks like you did. So I would just... Oh, there's another little valley to the east. So yeah, I probably have her explore that other little valley. And then, yeah. Yeah, before you forget. It'll also make you a little more good. Yeah, that bumped up your alignment to 25. Yeah, frequent sit. It is an annoying thing, especially because you get a confirmation if you try and, like, attack them through the map. I guess I've never had problems with clicking that by accident. Yeah. Yeah. Galbrain wants to become my vassal, the one that gave you the quest. I'm pretty sure if I vassalize them that the quest is still active because I didn't annex them. I don't know for sure, but guess we'll find out. I mean, I still see the spiders there, so the quest thing, it failed it. It didn't just like, because the uh well, you probably would have gone I don't know, like 50 gold for it, and they would have liked you more. Um, they're paying me 11 gold per turn, and since you declared war on the other dwarves, it'll probably take you like 4 turns to get there. So it's not a big deal, and you can still fight the spiders. In fact, if it's not part of the quest, you might get a different reward for clearing a site. I don't know if it'll do the treasure site rules. So, Faye the Frigid, a level 2 necrom... Sorry, say that again. What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and they were giving me the equivalent about, like, they're giving me the equivalent 11 gold and I think like 9 mana or 4 mana, I forget, at least 3. So if it took you 5 turns to get it done, like I actually made more resources in the trade. Yeah. Yeah, I still will need your help clearing that mine though, because now that they're my vassal, like their income is lower until that mine gets cleared. So there's a high elf necromancer wants to join me. She does additional damage against units dedicated to good. I'm looking to see what our actual upgrades are. You're chuckling. Oh no, necromancers are powerful. She doesn't seem to have... I don't know what her upgrades are, but I'll just say join me and... Oh, it's because she's level 2, but she didn't take any upgrades, so I get to pick. But you recruit level 1s and they had some free upgrades, didn't you? But the other guy, he had like upgrades at level 1, didn't he? And he has some upgrades. Weird. I don't... No, she didn't... Like, some heroes come with upgrades at level 1. Like, Dave the Brave was a giant slayer, I guess. She's... Nope. It says inherent, which means that it must come with her being a necromancer. So... Yeah, necromancers normally get good slayer, I guess. Can make corpses explode? What? Oh, she starts with 3 spells. That's what she... Probably all her upgrades are spells. Desecration, Stiffen Limbs, and Death Ray. Should probably sink all our points into spells. One of these is a tier 2 spell instead of a tier 1, so it probably was more expensive. Desecration. Defiles the battlefield. Devout units suffer -3 resistance, but bestows +3 on undead units. Stiffen limbs. Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to vassalize them, but they have a quest for me right now. So I'm probably going to... I was going to look at that, but I was looking at got caught up with the hero. She can slay units and raise them as corpses, so... Inflict Despair makes units more vulnerable to holy damage. Which I actually have a holy thing from slaying that Theocrat before. Huh. Cause fear. Corpus fear. I love that she can explode corpses. Is just like a... Huh. Alright. Probably some hit points. And definitely some defense. Oh, Foot Despair would have cost 5. Yeah, that was too expensive anyhow. Another level of defense. And, range strength? Nah. Frost and Bite. Heck with it. Yeah. Blight focused. Where was my... Oh, there's my leader. And he's got a holy symbol I can give her later. Necromancer with a holy symbol, but it works, actually. Because... Let's see, the holy symbol does Spirit Ray, which is holy damage. Or spirit damage. And she can inflict despair when she levels up again. Anyhow, got these two heroes. And there's that village there, and it's... Oh yeah, I could do it in a couple turns with the white berries. Fun. Yep, she's an elf, so she doesn't like this tropical terrain, though. Oh well. Too bad for her. Yep. I mean, I recruited the settler intentionally. I was going to build on the river so that I can train river units. Or I could do it near this bridge. That's tropical barrens, I see. I think the city would be cramped there immediately. Oh, yeah, it'd be cramped in either location. Yeah, here I'd be able to get the mana node as soon as I clear it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm about to find out what happens when I Oh, your initiates? Why you have an initiate right here? Oh, well I could use your initiate's help in a second. The wisps. I'm probably gonna need to fight those in like a turn. So. Hantui. Okay. That's a name for a city. Yeah. Hmm. All right. So I've got the sun guard here in place, like next to the wisp. It's got sun shield, so it actually has extra resistance against the wisp's lightning attacks. So if you bring the initiate to help, she should be immune to their lightning damage, or not immune but resistant. We might be able to take it on together, maybe. It's a little tighter than I'd like, but yep, they can't do much damage either, so it's balanced like that. Oh yeah, this one's a little. No, they were going off to do a quest though. To slay some unknown horror in the mine. You know what? Tell us more about this quest. Oh, it's a freaking watcher. Oh no. I'll accept the quest. Yeah, like a beholder. That's not going to be an easy fight at all. It's a literal beholder. I'm going to need both these leaders to make sure I win it. But yeah, it's going to be we could do it with some spells. Speaking of which, let me offer you some more mana. Alright, send you a gift of mana. You should get it next turn, 160 mana. Yeah. Well, what's your cap again? Well, you can reject the gift, I guess. Yeah, if you summon the animal, then start summoning another one, then take the gift, you should be fine, I think. Just need to do it in the right order. That's all. Yep. And then, cool. Just my hero here. Guess I should take a look at what's going on with these bandits. Scoundrels, bandits. Shoot. Archons aren't like a race that you can like keep, so I think it automatically you have to convert it to like Elven or something, or it like raises it to the ground because they're undead. Yeah, something like that. I don't think you can keep an Archon, but uh, if you're like a Necromancer, maybe. uh, but Archons are one of the like in Giants and a couple other races. You can sometimes force. I remember you can do, but you can sometimes forcefully vassalize like some of these weirder ones, like Giants. I know you can attack, and if I remember, I did a long time ago, years ago, so I'm not entirely sure. I seem to remember being able to like conquer and then vassalize the Giants instead of reselling their city. But like the dwarves, they're a main race, so that'll remain a dwarven like outpost and let you recruit dwarven units and dwarven settlers and stuff. So you can, and dwarves they're tough. So if you do need melee units at some point, you can recruit dwarven axemen while you're relying your longbowmen to because elves make superior bowmen and dwarves make superior melee fighters. So spatial army that's greater than the some of its parts, you know. Hmm. You can. Did you say something about being a frosting leader? Oh, yeah, they're one of the main races. Oh, bloody hey! 3 scoundrels I just came across near the city where my quest is. They're like wandering scoundrels. So oh, that's bad. They're gonna attack my leader, and I don't think she can win against. Yep, they're out of briganding. Make that a verb. Or who? Viking. Maybe. They are raiders of a sort, so I guess Viking, maybe. I never quite got what they were themed after. Maybe they are supposed to be Vikings. I don't think I can help you conquer the Dwarven Sea without declaring war on them myself. I could just declare war on them, but and make the dwarves like me even less. And I was gonna, yeah. I mean, to annex them, yeah. That. Oh well. I'll let you deal with those dwarves. I guess I'll send my scout to explore up this little passage a little. Because you'll need... Yeah. Yep, take the dwarven outpost from them and then heal up, and then we'll go and we'll clear those spiders off that mine. Alright. That's it for that turn. Curious what those brigands will do. They might be trying to like... Can they take a city? Oh. They didn't... Maybe they couldn't see my leader. I think my leader has a... has a greater visibility range than most units. So I could... Oh, you're being attacked by the dwarfs? Yeah, you should be able to win. Like... Yeah, you might as well. I mean, this is good. I was thinking you have to fight both of them in a city battle on the defensive. They stupidly attacked you. You should be able to defeat the prospector, no problem. I mean, yeah, but it only has 33 health. You still have like 50% more health than this thing. When you add your 2 units together, you just gotta use your units well. That's all. Is it your turn first? You could have him get behind like that. You see that like fence cover and shoot from there where he's behind cover, because the dwarf can throw stones. Like if he gets, should I think maybe. Or you could, yeah, you could just move him left since the dwarf is defending. Have him like move left a couple tiles so he's behind those barrels. That definitely provides cover. You see how there's like that pile of barrels near the mushrooms and stuff? Like towards the tiger, in the direction of the tiger. Yeah. There's like crates and barrels and stuff. He could hide behind. He doesn't need to. The dwarf has to attack. You're on the defense. So if he moves left 2 and just goes into defense, or maybe further than that, because... What? To me, you look like you're in the upper right of the map. Okay, I'll reorient my screen so that now you're... Q and E rotate the screen. Now, alright. Now I'm on the same frame of reference. Yeah, you could hide behind all that stuff. In fact, I'd go over right to the 4, because the dwarf will probably advance and throw some stones. And you benefit from ranged combat. Your longbow keeps more effectiveness at range and a indirect line of sight than the stones do. So, yeah. Yeah. And then if he goes in defense mode, and the tiger probably wants to go even further because the dwarf will probably come around to the left, and you don't want the tiger to get hit. Yeah, so that's good. Or maybe one more. Yeah. Yep. Now the dwarf will have to come in advance. Huh, he decided to go that way. So yeah, you probably want to move the tiger left then. You want to try and keep the tiger well outside so that it can... the range exchanges will occur with your leader instead. And then your tiger can close to melee. Yeah. No, in fact, I would move the leader bottom left 1 so he's a little further away. Make the dwarf move further. Like next to the tiger. And just defend. Yeah, just make them come to you and... Yep. You only got 1 hit off though because he had to move so far, and now you can hit. Yep, that's the idea. And if he doesn't, you can probably... Yep. Yeah. The tiger can reach him this turn. Finish him. Like I said, I was surprised they attacked. That was a suicidal battle for them. Like, I do not understand. The three of them? Yeah, it might be a little tricky with, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say with how wounded the leader is, just keep your healthier leader in the front. You should be fine. Like, Shane's in rough shape, but... Yeah, they should all have resurgence anyhow. Only the tiger is still one. If you lose it, it's gone permanently. Uh... No, actually, because then you're probably going to want to advance right towards that spider mine, and the wild animal might have less movement than your heroes. So, no, actually, you probably don't need it for the... Well, it's... Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I was... Couldn't hurt. Maybe it'll be something ranged that you can get a little experience for in this fight that way. So, yeah. A dread monkey. It can throw filth. Actually, throwing filth is really... That does 14 damage, throwing filth. The dwarf does have a little blight protection, so that will reduce it to 12 damage, although it has... What? This unit gives a haste. Units sickens anyone nearby. Yes. So anyone who stands next to the dread monkey suffers a... You don't want them adjacent to your own units. That's all. Yeah, I mean it. Yeah. That's fine. I can give you more. I'm making a surplus and I don't have many things. Yeah, I'm making 35 a turn, so I'll definitely be able to... I don't even know why I'm making so much. Base 20, 12 from city, 6 from independent cities. Cool. Yep. I would definitely spend 1 on defense. Probably your first level, you usually want to just upgrade basic stats. I would put 1 into health as well, for sure. What are those other options? How much does the nature's resistance cost? Oh, you're better waiting. Better waiting till he levels up again. Probably range strength, because he's a druid, so he's not great in melee. And he has a longbow, which is actually a really good ranged weapon. So probably range strength. You give him health, defense. Probably I would give him 2 range strength. Just get him all the way up to 10 damage. You're probably better off doing stat points for the first level up. Spells are usually good for... I would say I mean, let's see. He's an orc, so he has some racial. He's got more health, but he doesn't have. Let's see. Orcs have 5 more health, but lower resistance. I would definitely give him at least. I would give him a couple defense points. For sure. Oh, and he has a longbow as well. What? For sure. Yeah. And let's see. And probably a health. And 2 defense, a health. Yeah, melee's. Probably want to stack melee even. He's an orc, so he sucks at ranged. I would say melee strength and resistance, because he has low resistance. And you really can't ignore that, since some of the like spells can do things that like make him useless. Oh, it costs. How much does resistance cost? Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah, that, and then you did melee strength. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. No, that's good. That's good. That's good. Next level up, he can grab a little resistance or something, or some unique ability, whatever. Yeah, if you want to send your irregular and help me fight those. What? Who is? Huh. Oh, he's way over there. Yeah. Oh well. I was gonna say, if you want to help me take out those wisps, I believe I'm not. Oh, they're right. Can you get adjacent to the wisps? Like, you can't make it to the northwest of where. Oh. Darn. Oh well. Yeah. Next turn, you should probably get in the dense vegetation because he's an elf and he doesn't like tropical terrain. But he likes. Yep. Should be an easy fight. And you can train up the dread monkey by having it throw filth. Gains experience with each hit. Heck, you can just make the dwarves force them to come to you, otherwise you'll kill them with filth. It's a terrible way to go. Dread monkey filth. No, because then the dwarf will rush out. You probably want to move a little bit, and because then they'll move a little bit, like 2 tiles forward, maybe 3. Well, yeah. I wouldn't do it yet though. Sprint can be useful for getting into melee and then pulling out, or for actually getting sometimes renewing their attacks during a turn if they like moved and have less than a full amount. Yeah, I would move the dread monkey forward like 2 or 3 tiles. Let's see, the dwarf 1, 2. I'm sorry, I was counting 4. I would have him go not behind the cover. This dwarf doesn't have ranged. I would have him get like a couple tiles closer than that. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was counting the dwarf's movement. Actually, you probably want him to move 1 tile further forward, the dread monkey, because he messed around going behind the cover. So yeah. straight towards the dwarf. And that's good. Because the dwarf should be able to move only 4 tiles, which will put it... Oh yeah, if it goes and tries to run through that gate off to the right, he might be able to circle around behind. So yeah. I would have him not getting closer to the gate than that, just go straight right. Like, yeah. The other 2 leaders both have longbowmen, so they can like line up with the dread monkey. So when the dwarf advances out, you might want to like do things where you like range attack and then pull further back. Then you can lure him out, and the tiger can rush in behind him that way. Actually. Anyways, yeah, and you probably want Shane to, like, nope, I was gonna say that's a little too close. 1 tile further back. That's fine, because he's gonna be defense mode, so it doesn't matter, and he'll turn around when he attacks. Longbows don't suffer a range penalty, so there's no reason to make him closer, and like I said, you want the dwarf to like just slowly come out, ideally, so that the tiger can circle around. Cool. Right away, I might have the monkey move 1 tile south. He should still be able to throw filth from there, right? Yeah, 1 tile, like 2, so he's adjacent to Shane. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I might shift Shane to where the other leader is, and have the other leader move towards the tiger 1 tile. Or no, actually, I have a better idea. You can have the monkeys move 1 to the left, so that the dwarf has to choose which he's going to pursue, the guys with the longbow or the monkeys. That's probably smarter. So it's adjacent to the wagon. Yep. And then you can throw fell from there, and if it decides to... It is? Well, the monkey can keep running that way, and actually you get better... No, actually, I was gonna say you can lure the dwarf so it'll like chase after either the monkeys, or you can get flanking with ranged if you do this right. This would be a good maneuver to get a hang of for tougher battles. If you have the monkey keep running the way it was going, and pull the yes, like a few more tiles, because the dwarf can only move. I'd go another tile further. And let's see, the range of the filth is, yeah, that's perfect. Because the dwarf, if it moves its full movement, will get just at the max range. And then it would have the cavalry just move like down the path away from the dwarf in a straight line. They need to go at least 2 tiles, the nearest guy. Shane needs to go at least 2 because he needs to be out of its melee range of the dwarf. No, right now you're just trying to establish flanking when the dwarf... The range of the weapons is such that if they attack, the dwarf will be able to close them in melee the next turn, so... Yeah. So I have them stay... I would have them fall further back, like down the path. Hold on. Further, because you want him to be at max range when he finishes his movement, ideally. So Couple more tiles. There we go. Yeah, that's probably a good range. I might have them, let's see, we'll get the movement range of the dwarf counting tiles. I might have them move one tile to the left, or two. Yes, two tiles close to the calf. Because it's probably, there's a good chance the dwarf goes and chases the monkeys, so. Yep. Maybe one more tile left. Perfect. Yep. The idea is to make it so that the dwarf cannot... Oh, that's perfect. Now you're, now you can have your Ep1 just shoot at him probably from here. Or, no, actually that wouldn't work. You probably want to pull the, let's see, how... The monkey needs to move into the... Yeah, so if you have the monkey move towards the calf a couple tiles, like 2 tiles, and defend. No, I meant on the other side of the cover. You want to put the cover... You can circle around, it doesn't matter, since when he defends, he won't. So if he goes like around away from the dwarf, circling counterclockwise 3 tiles. One more tile. And then defends there. Because the dwarf, you're going to keep luring it after the cavalry, and the tiger will probably pull off to the right again. Or maybe not to right, to the... Towards, you see that, like, those barrels along the path? In that direction. Yeah. And then to the right a little bit. A couple tiles to the right. Perfect. Yeah. That guy? Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I would have him just shoot at him. Yes. The Axeman is shielded and armored. Actually, if you wanted to, you could use a spell here. You have a ton of mana. Spells have a limited range, so I got a better idea. If you want to Rust Strike this guy again, but move the leader further away first, so that... Well, no, you don't need to waste the mana. What am I saying? Just just shoot. Just shoot at him. Your leader might take some hits, but he can heal, like Ep1. If he does that, the dwarf will hit him. If he moves, let's see. He needs to stay out of melee range. If he moves towards the monkey, in preparation for trying to flank around, because the dwarf will probably go towards the guy who just shot him. So I would have him move towards the monkey 2 tiles. Yep. And let's see. Yeah, and just defend here in preparation for, like, he'll charge the unicorn guy, and then you can circle around behind him. Or maybe he won't charge. You never know. Nope, he's charging. It is defensive strike thing. I think that is a cooldown though. Let's see. Not this turn, but you can pull back and then do it later. You'll suffer, but you suffer one opportunity attack there. You probably want to do is hit the dwarf so it turns to face another guy, and then pull back. I think, I don't know if that works when he's in defensive, but let's see. Have the monkey throw filth at him. That's probably the smartest move. Does it have a direct line of sight? Isn't it already? Oh, he's in the way. Yeah, well then I would have Shane move a couple tiles up and to the right, like towards the city. If maybe another if he's still in the way. Is he still in the way or? Okay, then throw filth. Yeah. You get closer, but at the same time, the monkey will get fewer attacks, probably. If it moves... he'd have to move... He'd have to move 2 tiles closer to get rid of the range penalty, though. Oh, I thought this was a three attacks. Oh, we can only do it once. Okay, then you probably want Shane to move up into the... Well, he's gonna... You can move Shane later. Yeah, you probably do want the monkey to get a couple tiles closer then. Want him to be standing where Shane is right now. So Shane keep moving... Yeah, but the idea is to try and get him to face away from your leader so your leader can pull out. So I don't know if this will work when he's in defense mode, but it's worth a try. So if you have the... yeah. Up and right, like towards the city. Because you don't want the dwarf charging him yet. Yeah. And now the monkey can move a couple where he was just standing and throw the filth. Yep. And it inflicted disgusting stench on the... Gave it a morale penalty. Now, can your leader pull out without suffering opportunity attack now? At the very least... Well, at the very least, the enemy has a chance of fumbling the opportunity. Yeah, he probably has a couple attacks left, right? Oh yeah, his 2. Can you move another tile further away and still have 2 left? Okay, well then you yeah, you should probably shoot from where he is. No. I guess not. But... That's your... I'm looking to see how much leader experience. Oh, yeah, I would just have her go in defensive mode. She'll get an opportunity attack if the dwarf tries to go anywhere else. I would probably try and interpose the tiger between the most direct path to Shane, and to try and make it risk opportunity attacks. So if it goes... Hold on, the leader heals really fast though, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Actually, cancel the defensive mode on L&S. Just click on him and pull him back one tile, so for the opportunity attack, and then he can shoot at it with his longbow. And he fumbled that, but he heals really fast because he's a leader. He heals 12 hit points, so that's not as big a deal. Yeah, it probably won't kill him, but it'll weaken him even further, and then the tiger can finish it off. Right? Well, that's only one. I mean, you don't need everyone at full health. Yeah. I mean, the tiger does get experience for taking hits, and it's not too wounded, so it should still heal up and yes, and it reduces the city's population overall, and it pisses the dwarves off. I would not do that. I would just occupy the city. Or that means you like annex them. I would, yeah, I would absorb them, and then you can grow them up. I would absorb them for now because there's an outpost, and then you can grow them up to like a town or a village, and then release them as a vassal because they won't grow. They don't at all. Correct. But if they grow to a village, that shouldn't take very long, and then they can get the mana node and the haste berries. Well, the haste berries won't do them any good as a vassal, but the mana node will give you some of the mana they get. So, yeah. And they'll train better units. And like any buildings you build before you release them, they'll still have. So you can give them some walls, among other things. So yeah, I would absorb them. Yeah, you could. It's just you're not. Yeah, you might train units for a little while the city while they grow is. You'll probably have to deal with that eventually, which is why I recommend releasing as a vassal after a few turns, because yes, I would. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Train some dwarves and then release it, and between your own army and the vassal army, it should be easy enough to defeat those archons. Or, whatever. If what? So yeah, the vassal will give you part of its gold income, and it'll train units, and like you'll get more overall value than running the city yourself. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, so it might train 18 gold worth of upkeep in units, or 20 gold. It might train 5 units at the village level, right? Or 4. Let's say 4. 16 gold would cost to upkeep, and then it'll give you like 60% of its income or something. Plus, releasing as a vassal will make the dwarves happy with you because they're upset you conquered them. So, for a turn or two, yeah. So while your units heal. I don't know if the archons do attack. They might just hang out on the bones, but it looks like there's more of them than before, so they might. Yeah, the haunted bone area will probably be a danger eventually. But yeah, you can just raise dwarves. Dwarven axemen, easy enough. And wild animals to help, defeat them. Unfortunately, the archons are immune to bite, so the dread monkey won't be very effective against it. Yeah. Oh, no, if you tick the little box that says contact me when you have anything to say. That's what I've been doing on all the cities. So they automatically tell me when they want to be vassalized. Let me know when you are ready to talk. Like, there's an Archon city that I'm at peace with that I could eventually vassalize. Valeria, why? Vaerali. Verili. I could vassalize them. First, I'd have to get a peace treaty, which cost me 180, and then I would have to. So, yeah, Archons aren't always hostile. You can at least vassalize them. Okay, I built an outpost on the river, which will eventually allow me to build a harbor and train river boats. Like, well, just normal navy, but on a river. It'll be a river navy. But since no one else really, I doubt there'll be any other navies around, that'll allow me to just totally dominate the river. I can sail down to Verili very easily if I want and conquer those Archons. Ships are fairly cost-effective like artillery. So if you're taking a city that's right by the water and you bring in ships, it should be easier. I haven't actually tried that, but I fought battles near cities before. If they're adjacent to like land unit attacking. Or the Lance do an amphibious invasion kind of thing. Let's see. 250 a turn. This because I settled so close to my capital, though it's reduced 22%. So, though they're happy. So, see happiness happy. Yep. Alright, I do a builder's hall because that's a great way to greatly increase production. Oh yeah, if it's except for that settler on your first settlers cost the initial settler costs less to hurry because it's it's half off, so it only costs like, just to give you an example, if I wanted to hurry the settler, it would cost 200 to hurry. It cost 100 to hurry the last one. Which is to say that you, but if you, I think if you make a turn of progress and then hurry, I think it might be cheaper. So. Oh, destroying walls or city gates. Yeah. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Depends on what you're hitting them with. If you're hitting them with like nothing but ranged units, they're definitely going to sword you out and try and take the fight. But if you got like a proper siege with like mix of melee and range, they might hide behind the walls. It depends. If it's all melee, they're definitely going to hide behind the walls, or at least make you or sit right outside the gate where you don't have much width on them and can't flank them. Yeah, those were just like the basic barricades, but you can build like wooden walls around a city and it becomes much harder to take. Which, I mean, it's not cost effective compared to just training more dwarves right now in the city, but you know, a city's strongest tower is its defenders, is an old saying. All right. Cool. I'm gonna build a storehouse because then after I'm gonna be training some more units. Gain an upgrade that'll make my infantry cheaper. And then just gonna be spamming a ton of sun guards. Or oops. Whoops. I built an arena thinking it would help my sun guards. No, they're pike units. I need guard houses to raise them at. I don't even... Shoot, I think it's the Tiger and Butcher is the unit. The melee unit that I get. Prowler, maybe? Tiger and Prowler. Okay, well, I need a war hall. In a second. Yeah, I'm getting ready to train some Tiger and Prowlers and Sun Guards and just building an infrastructure to train some seriously. They're a little bit better than Sun Guards. Sun Guards are more cost effective, but Tiger and Prowlers are tier 2, so they'll level up, like they'll get stronger more with experience. Tier 2 units gain twice the stats with each level of the tier 1, although they require more experience to level up, so 6 to 1, half dozen the other. They have more long-term potential was the bottom line. So it doesn't hurt to have a few prowlers mixed in with... they also have martial arts, so like opportunity attacks don't work very well against them, which means I can do things to make enemies waste opportunity attacks while the Sun Guards are like... Yeah. The halflings would be honored to be vassals under my great empire. Yeah, I mean, it's that or be conquered, I guess. For them. Yeah. Yep, they're my vassal now, and halflings. They're surprisingly tough. Like they're tougher than they seem, halflings. Yeah. Maybe, but I wouldn't do it because I'm a creation and yeah, I'm a creation adept, so I'd rather turn it into a creation node if I can. I forget if that's a probably doesn't let you do it. Actually, turning it into creation node might not be a thing that can be done. Transform to creation node. Is that a... No, that's a creation master skill. So yeah, it wouldn't hurt, but it wouldn't help me either. There's no real reason to do it. No, that's the bonus you get. I don't get a bonus from typed nodes at all. They're all the same to me. You have to be a master of a certain mana type to get a bonus from it. Nope, it's 10 mana for any node, like the water node to my west, 10 mana. That's what you would get. Yeah, you get extra mana and knowledge. If I come over near Fairfields, if I come across a creation node in the wild, I get bonuses from it as a creation adept. But I'd have to be a master to actually create creation nodes out of wild mana nodes. Right. Well, there are brigands about somewhere. I'm gonna camp that sun guard so that you can move your high elf initiate into the forest next turn and then attack the wisps. And I'll probably disjoint that healing effect the wisps have so that like it's actually possible to kill them. So I don't know if I should raise some militia to help do it. Yeah. Oh, because you can summon it on that. Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could. Yeah, that's right. Because you're in the same team as me, I would definitely. Because we could use the help taking down that city. It's a little bit much to do right now. We probably win, but there's a chance of losing someone. Oh no, I disjoint that healing thing. It would cost. I have the ability to do that right from the beginning. Disjunction. It costs. Like I started with that pre-researched as a warlord, or maybe it's because I'm Tigran. It costs me a bit of mana, but I can do it. So. There are brigands about here somewhere. Let's take a look at what I have to fight. Watcher, i.e. a beholder, with its doom gaze. And attempts to petrify units. It's not an easy thing to take down. Watch total awareness, so it can't be flanked. 2 kobolds and a dread spider. Oof. No, not at all. I wonder the Tigrans are asked for my help. How many turns do I have on the quest? Got 9 more turns. I might want to level up my heroes or acquire some corpses to help me deal with the... After all, I do have that necromancer. So if I cleared a site, I could get some... Human archer, human civic guard, human halberdier. Or just some of these annoying scoundrels. The humans are all armored. Scoundrels, then. Unless... Might as well explore a little. A nightmare. The nightmare is actually an animal. That's interesting. You could capture it with someone who has charmed animal. Of course, it would, it is dedicated to evil. It would be a little unhappy, but it's still a pretty tough unit. Like, it's a tier 2 unit. It's probably worth it, but whatever. Oh. Yeah, that is an issue. I mean, charm. Yeah. All that stuff. Darn it. Oh, I'm just going to clear these brigands and turn some of them into corpses. Serve me in death. They're weak. Where? Oh. I mean, they're not. They're dragons. Don't, you know. Yeah, but the hatchlings are barely sentient. They're like... What is it like? They're super aggressive. For them, it's cultural norm. It's different. It's different. Is what I'm saying. There's some comment. Yeah, there's some commentary with the Draconians on Israel and Zionism and reclaiming the Holy Land. Yeah, and also the dragons like created the Draconians as like turn their own children to kind of a slaves to help them win against sentient races that were... Oh, this is this whole messed up backstory of the Draconians. It is. If you play the campaign, like, you'll learn some of it. It's really messed up. There's just no question about that. Dragons? Greater dragons are, not lesser ones. Like the more mature ones, basically. I have a lot of spells that are actually useful in combat, just not like global spells as a warlord. So Um, oh, that's my necromancer. Oops. I don't mind using some of her casting points. I'd rather reduce the mobility. Cool. Crossbow. Slingshot. Tiger's the fastest move. Of course. Using debuffs at a range here. And buffing my own. Oh, you can only do one spell a turn, right? Per round. Hmm. Whew. These guys are actually quite vulnerable to black bolts because they're weak at frost. Just looking to see who's good at what. Give the Necromancer Lion's Courage. I know you can't see like some of the stuff I'm doing. I'm like doing buffs and debuffs on enemies. I mean, well, sorry, buffs on my guys and debuffs on theirs. I could just stiffen the limbs of the halflings. Yeah, they get a. The other two have like crossbows. They can only use once, but the halfling has a slingshot can use up to 3 times. So if I slow them down, then they won't be able to move as far and still like use as many attacks. It'll hurt their offensive capabilities a little. So kind of tempting them to come out while I buff my people. I mean, that's eventually I'm going to do, but I'd like to get a bunch of buffs and debuffs first. Which... This should be the final one of those. What? Really? Oh, jeez. Darn it. I thought I had another turn before that happened. I just threw away a bunch of casting points of mana for no reason then. Darn it. This is like if I was single player. That used up all their movement too. Darn it. Like that's normally where I would... I didn't reload, but there's... From... Okay, yeah, that was stupid. Yeah. Yes, please. That was incredibly annoying. If you just hit escape load game, probably that will work. Okay. That'll be fine. I'll just... Man, that was irritating. How many turns exactly? Yeah, I thought it was... I guess it's the beginning of turn 6, and there were 5 times I did that. I knew it was 6 turns, but I thought I had... When turn 7 rolled around, you know? I thought I had one more turn. I was about to start shooting at them. Well, that was an easy solution to that, and that's just to shoot at them for... And then it buys me 5 more turns. To shoot at them once. Cool. That was super frustrating. Annoying. I'm gonna... The video is already at 2 hours recording, so I'm gonna cut this recording here and start a new video for anyone watching on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry to end it with that. That's kind of disappointing, but tune in for the next video, viewers.